morning, my friends. Hello, hello. Ooh, Michael's here. Hello, good morning, Mike. Oh, hello, middle of the night, Michael. How are you? Did you relax a bit after your weekend full of streams? I hope so. That you found the time to, and it went so well. Did you watch all the streams? And because you said you wanted to rewatch the streams you hadn't seen where you couldn't be live, yeah, I think it went really great. There was a good mood, in the streams that I watched. Also, hi. Oh, sorry, because I'm already down here. Mark, hello. Good morning. Good morning. And of course, I also wanted to say hi to James and all our friends, past, present, and future. James, by the way, brought coffee for all of us, which is very kind. We need coffee. Have a feeling we'll all need a boost today. Yes, you're feeling right. Oh. One for James, and the others are to share. Yes, I've taken it easy after. Yes, that's good. I mean, I can only mention just before you have all those organizational stuff to do, and then you have the climax, the event happen, and I'm pretty sure that even if you had enough sleep after such an event, your energy levels must drop to below zero just because your body and mind say, okay, there was enough for a while. We need a break. So it's good that you took it easy for a while. But, the card says, reclaim your power, Panther Spirit. It's a very, 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 I think, powerful card. Like a panther is beautiful, powerful. By the way, for James, I also got another powerful card, the Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. And I think they're both quite connected. Reclaim your power, the freedom is yours. It's all about being confident and shaping your own world, Hi, Hazelnut Ramblings. Hello. And I also, just when I set everything up, I saw on YouTube a comment about this book, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck, which kind of is also this, you have the power. You decide to which people you want to listen to, with which people you want to spend time. You set your boundaries. It sounds easy. I think it's hard to not people please, to really know what you want yourself and then act accordingly. Still be kind to others. I think that's important, but just set your boundaries in the right place where you feel comfortable. And because when you do this, reclaim your power, this is also when you can, for instance, just shape your day-to-day, what you do during the day. You can shape, you can plan better, when you don't let people interfere with your plans. You can write better, you can be more creative. When you have, for instance, set this rule, like I have, you will stream in the morning for 2 hours, and this time is for your novel. This would be something like that, then, so that I can move forward with it each day. And so for our creativity, it's very important to set boundaries with the outside world, with people, and you don't have to be harsh about it. You can just, in my experience, I try to practice it's quite, people react always quite understanding when you say no to them. Maybe always have something ready, and never, another thing I always do is never explain why you're not coming. Just say, to an event, for instance, just say, sorry, I don't have time. You don't have to say because of that and that, because then people might start to discuss with you. When I just say, sorry, I can't, then what will they do? You cannot go. So stuff like that, be more assertive. This can be very helpful. And never, when someone asks you if you would do something or, go to a party, it's just a stupid example, but for instance, in a work space, and you feel like, no, that's not good for me, I don't do this. I also now always try to set boundaries there. For instance, also with my husband, we work together. So I support him with his company. And sometimes he's like, comes with something new. Like, could you call these people? And I'm like, wait a minute. We said I don't have to do stuff like that. So I will remind him kindly and say, sorry, I won't do those things because that is taking too much energy from me. I can help you better with those other things. And it's so helpful because he accepts this and is say, okay, I was just trying to. But this helps me really keep my energy levels in place, with those work things, because for me the most important thing is writing, and I know I don't want to be distracted by stuff that stresses me out. It's just one example how I try to stay in my power. Word for poem, please. I'm leaning between power and panther. Maybe you can choose, or you can bring those together, because the card is about reclaim your power and the panther spirit. I just love panthers. They're so beautiful and black. So, James, I fully believe I have multiple spirit animals. See? Oh, both horse and panther are on the list. Yeah, they are really, I think both of those cards are really like about power, strength and energy, muscles. And that's what they present for me. James, present your boundary as a simple fact. Yes, not a matter of debate. Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Very common self-help advice. It is. And it sounds so simple, and easy. But definitely, not even when with my husband, the example I just gave, who is very understanding, who knows how who I am, how I am. It can be just take a lot of energy to set this boundary, but it's not as much energy as it would take to do the things I don't want to do and cannot do because will be stressed out a lot. And so you have to be brave. I think that's what makes it hard to say no to other people. It's not something we do easily. We can practice it, though, when we do it more often and try it maybe first with people we like or we are not afraid of, I don't know, then it gets easier also with people, because we learn that it's not as bad to say no. People usually don't react badly to that. What will they do? I mean, what can they do when you say no? Then it gets easier and easier also with people in your life that you are usually a bit more hesitant to say no to. I don't know, there are sometimes people. Kindly, is that how your neighbors would describe you? Yes, I'm always very kind and gentle. Shall I choose panther then? Sorry, I meant power. You decide. You reclaim your power, Michael. Choose panther or power, the word that kind of feels better for you, that immediately clicks with your creativity. Mark, I just said good morning an hour ago to a little figurine of a Black Panther. That's not a routine. He just kind of looked at me like, hello today. Oh my God. Ooh, so the panther spirit is telling you, reclaim your power. 6, good morning. Hello, welcome. Carmen is also here. Hello. It's time to set up Yeah, it's so cute with the panther figurine. I love that the synchronicity with the card. I already set up the first sprint. Fire. I thought the timer is also referring to strength and power. Fire. I don't know. Yeah. And I think today, because we had this fun, for those who haven't been here yesterday we were wondering why time flew by so quickly. And the reason for that was that I had set the timers to the speed of 1.75. So yeah, we were done with our 4 sprints very quickly. So I had to do a 5th sprint. Yeah. Whiskey. Oh, has been frisky lately, see? He's been having fun pouncing on the new toy I got him. Oh, channeling his inner panther. That's so cute. You should make a video and put this up on Instagram. So, okay, let's jump into our warm-up sprint with a fire timer. I hope you enjoy. Have fun. Okie dokie. Our first sprint is over. And it's starting to rain here. I can hear the rain. How did everybody do? I read through my scene, the next one I'm working on. It's quite a long scene, again with a lot of people talking to each other, and yeah, a lot of kind of revelations in this scene. It's actually the scene where the true culprit is revealed, the one who actually committed the murder. So it's an interesting scene. It's a fun scene, but I feel like logically not everything is clear yet there, or it's a bit too jumpy how people suddenly burst out something and why do they say that. So it feels a bit constructed and not doesn't have this natural flow. So that's what I want to work on today, to just make it better, improve it, revise it in a way. Let's look at the chat. Carmen asked how we are. How is everyone? Yeah, I also wanted to ask, how is Camp Nano going for those who participate? And I mean, yeah, we're nearing the end of July. I just saw when I set up the stream, other people, I remember Heather having kind of like a video on about half of the year, the second half of the year plan. You know, do you have plans moving forward? I mean, it's summer. For me, summer is always a time usually where I don't do that much writing. The creativity part comes back more in September, October. Yeah, and I think Marta also made a video. So there are several people out there thinking of the second part of the year, how it will go, and what plans they might have writing-wise. Oh, 6. I thought Nano was only 1 month a year. Yeah, actually, the NaNoWriMo, yes, that's probably what you know, is in November. But now they have in April Camp Nano, and in July. That's what we have now there. It's a bit more relaxed, I would say. I don't really know. I never really participated in Camp Nano, honestly, but it's not like this. In November, you have the 50K words that you are supposed to reach, you want to reach maybe. And in Camp Nano time, so April and July, it's more, you can, I think you can just set your own goal, you know, for that month and try to reach it. So, for instance, James said, I think also for Camp Nano, that he wants to have at least 350 words as a daily minimum, and then he's happy with the result already. And no, I think for July you said you wanted to reach the 10K goal, which you already did. Awesome. So yeah, I think that's the difference, Camp Nano in comparison to NaNoWriMo in November. Hazelnut Ramblings. I was transcribing some handwritten stuff. Awesome. So you are also someone who loves to handwrite. So I got 461 words, and I have, I think, 791 words left until I win Camp Nano. So you're almost there. You have plenty of time yet. So awesome. 6, thank you. That makes sense. Thank you for explaining. I'm very new to this. Yeah, no problem. Here in the AuthorTube area of the internet, you will have a lot of people loving to explain those things. There are not only Camp Nano and NaNoWriMo, there are a lot of different kinds of writing challenges we create together just to help us achieve our goals, you know. But see, you prefer handwriting. Yeah, I love handwriting too, especially in the beginning stages of a novel, just to it's just a different feeling to do this writing on paper. Hazelnut, I'm so close, I can touch it. Yeah, that's so exciting. Yeah, for me too. This coming closer to the finish line each day is like, yeah, I love that feeling. I think that's why the middle part of a project is the hardest, because the starting excitement is kind of gone. The beginning, you're excited and really having a lot of energy, and the end is still so far away. You really have to push through that you can somehow get closer to the finish line. And the closer you're to the end, I think for me, it's more like pace yourself. Don't rush it, the final scenes, because those are very important scenes. You cannot rush through this just to reach the end. I'll see. Six, I've been asking a ton of questions over the last week or so. I'm pretty sure everyone is happy to answer any of your questions. I definitely love to talk about everything writing related, so ask away. So who else have you, it sounds like you have been to a lot of streams. So maybe you want to share who else you've been watching, because also always interesting. For instance, if we don't know, who was it? I think JC Carpenter. Yeah, she created a new video on fellow author tubers, like where you have several questions you can ask as an author tuber, and where you say which is your favorite author tuber, or what is an author tuber most people might not know but who's great, stuff like that. So it's always good to share all the people we discover on the internet that might be motivating and helping us with writing. Like, for instance, Hazelnut's vlogs. I think writing vlogs are so much work for first, but they're also so much fun to watch and very motivating when you see someone else writing and maybe also struggling with writing, finding the times, all this stuff. Oh yeah, that's it. The AuthorTube community uplift tag. That's the one that JC Carpenter set up. Yeah. I canceled Camp Nano. I struggled with it then more than other things happened. I forgot about it altogether. That's fine. I think, yeah, we don't have to force ourselves to do things when they don't work for us. Then we can free ourselves from that, get rid of it and be, yeah, not have this pressure on our shoulders anymore. That's also a good decision to make. Six, oh gosh, I don't remember any of their channel names. I've subbed to so many in the last few weeks. I went through your list in the show notes and added a bunch. Awesome. Yes, that's good. Have you found I think it's also my description box, the link to the site, this file where you always see who is streaming this day? I don't know what it's called. I have to look it up myself. I can share it in the next sprint. I'm partial to JC's group of friends. That's why you immediately knew what the AuthorTube community uplift tag is called. Awesome, that's good to know. So let me set up the next sprint, then I can share again the link with, what I mean, the daily streams. There is I'm not sure if I haven't used it in a while, but I think it's still updated each day. So let me share it just in case you haven't known about it before. So let's use the fairy lights timer because it's already up. Here we go, 25 more minutes. Enjoy. Okie dokie. Sprint number 2 is over. How did everybody do? I worked on the beginning of the scene, brought in some more logical details to make it clear why certain people are there, because I was like, what reason would they have to be there in the first place? So I had to think about it and make sure that it makes sense that they are on the scene, in the scene right now at this moment, because those are important people. I need them there, and it does have to make sense, has to make sense. So I think that's what makes writing a novel so difficult. Sometimes you really have to connect all the dots. Everything has to make sense, you know. Sometimes you have a little detail in a scene, and for it to make sense, you have to build a lot of stuff around it in the back. So yeah, but in a way, of course, it doesn't feel like constructed or artificial. So there's a lot of thought processes there in a novel, with when you have several kinds of characters, they all need a kind of a backstory, motivation, and logical details. But working slowly towards the end. And I'm always happy when I can add a good detail that makes sense, you know, when I feel like, okay, yeah, this is logical, this makes sense. It's not because it's a murder mystery. And yeah, the worst part would be if a reader thought like, that's stupid. 6 had to go. And 6 knew the spreadsheet that I shared, and this AuthorTube daily stream spreadsheet. I think I found you through it. So yeah, that's awesome. And it's awesome that it's still kept updated. I mean, that's also a lot of work, and it's, I don't know, it's updating something daily. And James wrote about it that Devin used to do this before YouTube before YouTube decided to delete his channel. Just thinking about it. Such a work of love, you know, to do this for a community daily. Put up playlists with all the streams that are happening, the writing streams, and that's Devin didn't get anything out of that. So yeah, and same with the spreadsheet. There's a lot of work probably that needs to be done just to keep it updated. And yeah, James says that some people seem to really serve as the connectors in the AuthorTube community. So yeah, 6 had to leave. Lunch break is over. Thanks for the company and the links. It's 3 a.m. for me. I work 3rd shift. See you all again soon, I hope. So yeah, another person from the Americas, I'm guessing, with a night shift right now. So that's kind of funny. Hazelnut Ramblings 232 before midnight. Awesome. And 46 after. Total is 278 for that sprint. Perfect. So it's getting late for you too. And you're almost there. You almost reached your goal. Awesome. Accidentally started JC Carpenter's video about the AuthorTube community tag. I just wanted to look for the next timer. 40 minutes. Let me go back to my channel. How about the Peaches timer? We haven't used it in a while. And it's, I think, the perfect summer timer. So I should use it more often. A fun timer as well. So here we go. Yeah, I'm really excited. This scene that I'm working on is one of the more difficult scenes that I always struggled with. So I'm excited to be able to hopefully finish it in a way that I feel like it's good. I can keep it like that. It's good. It's good. Makes sense. Everything makes sense. Nothing is given away too easily. And yeah. Anja, considering your ties to the graveyard shift, is there something you'd like to share? No taboos. So if you have a thing for the undead, no judgment. I definitely have a thing for the undead, but not like you think. I probably handwrite some more. So who knows how many words I get. Oh yes, and I think handwriting is also a great way to get away from the screen, to wind down, for the night. So yeah, sounds like a great plan. So you will have a lot of time if you want to do this the whole 40 minutes. But you, of course, don't have to do this for the whole 40 minutes. So enjoy the Peaches timer. I hope it brings good energy to everyone. Okie dokie, my friends. How did the peach sprint go for you guys? For me, it was awesome because I made a big change to the scene, which is so much better. I just could feel the emotions, of what I changed, and it feels just so much better, so much more true and more emotional. So I'm very happy that I finally figured it out. I always felt the scene isn't right yet, and I always struggled with it. And now the knot has, what I mean. It's finally come together in a right way, in a way that I'm happy with. I still have to write it in a good way, but that's not the difficult thing. The difficult thing really was to figure out the scene. And yeah, so now I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, Hazelnut hand wrote some stuff and it's now sleepy. So good night, sleep well, have sweet dreams, and wake up energized in the morning. So see you. For James, the timer was very distracting. So you were staring at the screen for 14 minutes. Yeah, I'm actually, again, I have to thank Ian. Happy that we had the 40 minutes, or I had 40 minutes now, because it's really, really helped me figure this out. I'm so glad. I'm so happy with that. This was something I feared a lot. The scene makes so much more sense now. It's so good. More serious. Okay, did a set of rounds, ate food. Good. You got some movement in. Moving. We didn't go to the didn't go to the gym this morning, so I don't know. We skipped it. My husband and I, we both were like, don't want to get up. So we stayed in bed. Probably because it was raining during the night, and that's when you are getting more sleepy or want to get more sleep in. Ian, good morning. Congrats on the progress, Anja. Thank you. Yeah, it makes me so happy. That's probably a big thing, or a big reason why it takes me so long to write my novels. Because I cannot write an outline and construct the novel, and I know what a novel usually should be structured like, with the climax and everything, the build up and blah blah blah. So some people can kind of write an outline and construct the story there, put everything together logically, and it makes sense, and there's this flow. I cannot do this. Whenever I just artificially kind of bring stuff together, it feels wrong, and sometimes it takes me ages to figure it out. I just know it's not right yet. It's wrong, but I don't know how it would be better. So that's what this intuitive writing process is about, I think, to kind of let your subconscious deal with it. And it's so difficult because you cannot force it, it's so maybe it could you could make the progress a bit faster if you would just focus on one novel, like I did with that now. I don't know if this would really help. Yeah, that's usually where I get stuck, with those scenes where I feel like, that's bad. Even when I had done the revision before, and then I read through it again, and I was still hanging on those scenes where I was like, no, that's not right. It's not good. Then you start again and again, look at it again, take a break, come back to it again. So that's what happens with me. And now I finally, for this scene, figured it out, and I think it's a big step. So, yeah, good morning, Ian. Speak of the devil. Hi, Ian. Speak the name of the wolf, and he comes running. Oh, I like that. It's even better than speak of the devil. Actually, I continued reading Wheel of Time, and I'm now at the part where the wolves are coming in, and the I struggle with the characters' names, but that some people here have the ability to communicate with the wolves or know where the wolves are, and I love that part. It's so cool. So I really want to continue reading. I just love this idea of being able to communicate with animals. Have I ever shared this documentary with you before, with this woman who seems to be able to really talk to animals? Like, isn't there also a panther in there? Or is it a leopard? No, it's a panther. It's a black panther, and his name is Devil, I think. Oh, yes, I have to share this with you. I have seen it 2 or 3 times already. It's on YouTube, and it always makes me cry, and it's so brilliant, and it's a documentary. So, yes, I have to share it with you. The card tells me it's a sign. Who said what? James, Fatima, distracting? Why? Would you like to elaborate? I love the role wolves play in Wheel of Time. See? Yeah, I immediately was like, oh, that's so cool. I love it. I love this idea. And yes, so let's, I have to create a wolf timer next. I don't have one. So let's do another sprint, the final sprint. 25 minutes, I would say. Doesn't really matter what time I use. I want to share this documentary with you. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. You have to see it if you haven't already. Yeah. Mark also has different personalities on YouTube. So, did I already share? Yeah. Okay. 25 more minutes. Use them. Have fun with the next 25 minutes. Okie dokie, my friends. That was the last sprint. But before I go, of course, I want to read out Michael's poem. He wrote it for us today. So let me read it. Power. A road that today does not get walked. It is not missed, and it is not mocked. A wall weathered by time and its hands that no longer borders two different lands. A river no longer flowing with might. Now it is barren and quiet with blight. A tree that no longer gives any shade or bears any fruit that it has made. A poet who through so many years has lost her fair words to all her fears. A blind man who thinks deep in the night and remembers again the power of sight. That was good. Really, really good. Thank you so much, Michael, for taking the time and sharing your creativity with us. It's so cool that you can write a poem and immediately share it while we struggle with getting something together for years. So I hope you also enjoyed creating this poem. I love it. I will again write it down and put it into my journal, and so that I can always think back also in the future in like 30 years. Who knows if YouTube still exists then? Can always go back to your poems, Michael. Carmen already said goodbye. Have a wonderful day, everyone. May your creativity be irrepressible. Ian journaled and meditated. Oh, and that video looks interesting. Yes, definitely watch it. Add it to my watch later. It's powerful as well as Michael's poem was. Have a wonderful weekend. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Michael says hi to Ian. So, everyone, I hope you all have a great weekend. Next week I will stream, but I might only be streaming until Wednesday. I don't know yet. We don't really know yet when we will go on vacation, but I think I can stream until Wednesday. So, yeah, have a great weekend. See you next week. I love you guys. Thanks again for the poem, Michael. Ciao, ciao, ciao.